Good morning. Hope everyone's had a good Monday. Today is Tuesday. Drink a sip of coffee. The Guatamala today. Delicious. Fab Pack's gonna join us today. Alright, so pack and pick one. We all know the drill. Let's see if we get anything interesting. Past couple have been hard. We've had some weird ones, and I think those are the best ones. Tokens, get them out of here. Alright, okay. Immediately I see Ravenous Rabble and go, that's my card. We need to up a little bit. That's probably my first pick. That's not coming back. Got Periphery, Brush Off. Falcon Wing. Backheel Kick. Wither Blue or Red? That's not terrible. Ooh, Spire Sniping. Here's my dual class. Another dual class. Another rare. There's only one rare in this pack. A 1-2 Punch. And a Wayfinder's Crest. Actually, this is not bad right here. Yeah, it's gotta be Rabble. Number one, that leaves me completely open. Like, there's not a question in my mind if it's not Rabble. Don't pack and pick one, the brush offs, but don't sleep on those either. They're really good anti-Benji. You can block for, say someone comes in for 6, you can block for 3 and then prevent the next 3. There's a lot of different things you can do with that. I don't think Brush Off is good enough for constructed, like outside of limited, but it's really good. I've actually won a few games. I wasn't hot on them, and then I've won a few games with them. Especially because you can they can go to time, or not to time, you can go to deck. Like you'll hit second cycle. One of the games where they came in clutch was I was against a Riptide. I was against a Riptide and I was Azuri, and it just came down to the end of it. He ended up running out of arrows, and I could just keep going, and I had I've used a couple of them to prevent some stuff, like his trap, right? His trap triggering, things like that. So I was able to use different effects to prevent. And so yeah, this is an example of a really good thought out limited card, but not very good in constructed or blitz or clash or whatever you're playing. I would be surprised if we didn't see this reprinted. I think this is a great reprint. This set actually, this set is actually really good with their prevention effects, because it's a prevent instead of prevent arcane or things like that. I noticed that they moved towards that, right? Like we had last set was ward. We had ward stuff in there. Now we have just like prevention stuff. What's really cool is with these cards, prevention and things, they're good for anything, right? You can use them in class. You can use them I'm surprised cubes haven't taken off, but you could use it in a cube. For those of you who are aware, a cube is basically where you create your own limited set. You could use it in a cube, so that you can have both wizards, both arcane damage and non-arcane damage. It's like this could be something in with you put it in with I don't know, maybe you have any rune blade thing, right? You got your Thorn, which hits for 2 and 2. Well, okay, I block 2 and I prevent 2. Next time you dealt 3 or less damage, just start. Actually, this would stop Thorn. Because Thorn is 2 and 2, but it's all from the same source. So I think this would stop it from the same source. Like, I think you could play that and then it would stop it. Because I know that's how, oh, but you'd have to prevent. This is 3 or less. You'd have to stop 1 from coming in and then prevent 3. Because I know Oasis can just straight up block the Thorn. Because it's 2 and 2. But, alright, well, we have our winner. Winner, chicken dinner. This isn't a terrible pack. So, like, when this goes down the line, people are going to find stuff in here. We got Spire Sniping 1-2 Punch. Which yellow 1-2 Punch isn't terrible. It's a 2. So this is good in, so you can go head jab into this. If it hits, it deals 2 more. So they're probably going to want to block it. It's a 3 block and it's a 0 cost, which means you can go Kadachi with it. There's a lot of good things with that one. Same with this. Fakuin is great. Like, there's just a lot of, this is an obvious pack one pick one, Ravenous Rabble. But I think if I got this for a second one, like if this came to me as a pick 2, because at the moment, like, your pack one pick one doesn't define what you're going. It's just important that you grab the best card, right? But if I got this as a pack 2, this came to me like this. I mean, there's a lot of really good stuff. I mean, I would think about Scout the Periphery. Yeah, Scout the Periphery. Next attack action card you play from Arsenal this turn gets +2. That's actually interesting. I say that because I've been making a Clash Riptide deck, and I think I figured it out, but like that's not terrible. This is really a Riptide. Well, I mean, it can be used for anybody, really. For either Ranger. But like, if I got this as a pack 2, I don't know what I would pick up. Because Spire Sniping, as good as it is, it's an Azalea card. If I'm running Ranger, I'm running Azalea. And I want Spire Sniping probably in any other color. Like, the 5, it's good for, like, to bring in to buff it or whatever. But blue and yellow is better for me. Because I'm using it to switch out. Yeah, I don't know what I would go. This was a pick 2. Probably Plunge. I would do Plunge as a pack 2. Pack 2, pick 2. Or pack 1, pick 2. Because it still keeps me open. Obviously, I don't know what I would pack 1, pick 1 before, but just looking at this keeps me open. So I like it because of that. And also Plunge, you know, it's brandish. It's not bad. It's actually really good. I've been working on a deck for everybody, and I've been trying to get in brandish, and I just haven't figured out how to get it in. Plunge and brandish, though, they're basically the same card. This is actually worse because it's daggers only, but the classes that you would use it in is basically ninja. And so that makes it really strong because then you can pick whatever colors you want, right? Like if I did brandish, I would be like, all right, I'm just going to pick one color or whatever. But when I have 2 of these, I could go 2 reds, I could go 2 yellows, right? Like I could go in, with Benji, like I could do a yellow. I was testing for a while a yellow Plunge and a yellow brandish, and it was really cool because you could do that into like a needle. If you're running needle, you run 2 of those just because you want your needle at, it's at 2, and if it hits, that would get it to 4. So then there's nothing that could break the needle, pretty much. It has to have higher defense than the needle, and it will break it. And so you're coming in. I just didn't like that. I tested it a ton, and I didn't like it as much simply because what happens if you had to drop down your hand to block? Kadachi is better. You're scared to go in with a needle. So then you go Kadachi, you're doing about the same amount in there. So I don't know, it's weird. Needle with, I started testing out stuff with Ira. I updated the Ira deck, and I was testing out Brandish in that as well. I like where Ira is, though. I don't think she needs Brandish. She's scary. Man, she's scary. She can just block, and then Kadachi. She'll block 3 times. So that's the 7 to 9 block. And then she'll go Kadachi, which is 3, because the second one is +1. And she'll just keep doing that, and then something that's only 20 health, like that is scary. And that's not like, there's times where you let stuff through and then go like 6 deep. She's scary. She's really, really scary. I had Plunder Run, I think, in her, and I took it out. Plunder Run is good. It's just not good enough anymore. It's kind of where I'm at with Plunder Run. It's good in some stuff, like with some Rangers. I think Plunder Run is decent, although I took it out of Azalea now because her all the different diseases are better. So, anyways, everybody have a great day. Dog's going nuts. I will see you tomorrow. Here's our pick one. Be good yourself and be